Hello, everyone. Karis here. And for today's daily devotional, I wanted to talk to you about living our life to the fullest expression of ourselves and our humanity, and allowing the Spirit to come in and allowing the Spirit to flow out as an expression of the majesty of God that is inherently present within all of us. I have been working the last couple of months part-time as a chaplain intern at a local hospital, and I have been profoundly privileged to be in some of the spaces that I have been in. And there are a few things that I've noticed. One of them is that regardless of the challenge or the situation or the loss or the anxiety that someone is experiencing, or maybe a family member is experiencing, or a staff member is experiencing, when I look into their eyes, the humanity, the common humanity is the same. The spirit is the same, or very alike. Just like we are all the body of Christ with different skills and abilities, we are also the body of Christ together. And the incredible interconnectedness of humanity is so present in this work. And you may experience that in your community as well, or here in the congregation when you truly connect with someone. That spirit of connection, no matter who you're with, is very similar. And so many faith traditions, and our faith tradition talks about this truth, about the interconnectedness of all of us. And I also notice that in my experience, and in my opinion, the most beneficial expressions for healing and nourishment are when people express their feelings and emotions completely, whether that be grief or joy or sorrow, whatever it may be. They allow those emotions to lead them. And that is not something that our culture is very good at. Many people, especially with grief, may say, well, if I allow the grief to lead me, I don't know where I'll go. And there is fear there. But I also argue, from my experience at the hospital and in some of the readings I've done alongside that, when we suppress those emotions, when we dampen those expressions because it's not publicly acceptable, or maybe we feel like it's been too long, we need to get on with our life, that is when the healing does not occur. So my encouragement to you this morning or today or this evening, whenever you're watching this, is to allow those emotions to lead you. If you're experiencing a grief, to experience it completely. And maybe that looks like crying in public for a month or two or longer. Maybe that looks like really having a bad day and just acknowledging that, rather than trying to distract yourself with something. Or if it's joy, to fully enjoy that moment, to laugh out loud, allowing those things to flow through us, because we are all the body of Christ. And to be the body of Christ, we must be authentic to ourselves and what we are experiencing. And to heal, we have to go through the darkest valleys sometimes. We can't go around them. Jesus talked about the importance of this countercultural expression. In nearly all of his teachings, he would share that the ways in which people believed they were supposed to live were actually flipped on their heads in his teaching. The Beatitudes, for one, and this is something I encourage you to read today. In Matthew 5, we read, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. You see, my friends, it is going through the experience that brings us into the light, that brings us into the healing. So if you're grieving, grieve. If you're joyful, be joyful. And recognize today the inherent spirit and goodness through the eyes of another. Blessings.